Hi there, a very good morning and good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This is Simply Stocks, and I'm live in this live session with you all. Slightly late, was outside with some houseworks, so just got time. So just a little bit late. Apologies for that. But today I want to talk to you about a very important topic altogether. Basically, I want to talk to you about how the market is shaping up right now after the QE has been taken out, and now there is a lot of liquidity crunch that will take place, and that is what is happening. And how the market behaved before the QE began in 2013 August. So how the market was in 2012 February or so. It reminds me of those times as to how the market is behaving at this point of time. So if we go back 10 years from now, how the market was and what are the similarities, I'll discuss those, plus I'll answer your queries as well. So hopefully we'll have more members joining in. Vikas, hi, a very good morning. And we'll have a decent crowd, hopefully. So I'm waiting for that. So let more people join in. Basically, the markets per se at the moment is in a very jittery space. Right now at 17,300, 400, there is a lot of resistance at 17,500. And on the downside, we could even see 16,800 again. This is because of the global volatility, because of the geopolitical volatility, and because of the fact that we are seeing a lot of, you can say, FII outflow over the last 10, 11 months. So it has been since April, we have been seeing outflow of FIIs that have been happening. And now it looks like it is an unabated movement of FII movement outside India. Now, similar trend happened in 2012. So we'll discuss that. Hopefully, trading and investments for you are going well. If you want detailed analysis on a particular stock or replies to all your queries, you can join the Patreon membership. There I answer all the queries, whatever you have. Yes, I do not analyze portfolio, neither I am doing that at all at the moment. But I do discuss about stocks, markets, etc. Again, can do that. You can join the membership, and I do provide trading calls as well. As and when market provides the opportunity, I do provide trading calls on twice a weekly. So you can join Patreon membership. The link is in the description. You can join the membership on YouTube. You get the same benefits there on a monthly basis. You can join YouTube. Uh, so you can do that, and be a member as well. Kindly do subscribe to my channel as well. All right, so just to begin the session in earnest, let's discuss about what I wanted to say about the 2012 market scenario. So I began investment and trading and whatever in the market. My first days into the stock market was around October 2011, in October, November. And in 2012 February, what happened was, so just to go back 11, 12 years, so the market had a huge run, say about 20 years back. The market has a huge run between 2003 December till 2007 January. We had a mega run in the stock market, and the markets went from as low as say 2200 all the way to, or I think 1500, all the way to 6000 on the Nifty, 6257 to be precise. And then we had a 13 months decline from January 2008 all the way to February of 2009. And the markets declined and actually peaked, probably bottomed out in March of 2009 at 2200. After that, we saw another rally. So people, most of the investors, traders, people on the channels do not talk about this, but between 2009 March till 2010 November, we had a strong rally from 22 2300 all the way to 6000 6200, in which ONGC did well. Oil marketing companies, oil companies did extremely well. And from 2010 November, we went into a lull. So basically, from 2011 January onwards, we were in total decimation of wealth in the mid cap and small cap. 2011, 12, 13 August, so 2.5 years went just like that. And then the big run in the mid and small cap and the markets altogether came about. So I'm just talking about the middle of that period. In 2012 January, what happened was in 2011 December, we were at 4700. So in 2011 December, in the early part, we were at 47, 4800, and then because of dollar strengthening, we fell even more and we went to 4400 on the Nifty. That's what I'm talking about. And then at that point of time, all the technical analysts and everyone, they are on channels even today. They talked about 2200, 2500 even, and the market reverts from there from 4400 all the way to 54 5500. And that 20% rally came about from late December till late February. 2 months of strong rally that happened in the Nifty, but mid and small cap did not do participate that much, but the Nifty went up so much. And everybody talked about at 5590 5580, they were talking about new highs. What I feel is that we are in a similar situation. Not that people are talking about new highs, but that could certainly happen when this, you can say, Russia thing abates us. We could see a rally in the market, and then people will talk about 18,600 when we go to 17,800, and then the fall will happen. So what happened after that? So what happened after February? So by February 23rd, 24th, we had that rally till say 5,600, and then slowly but surely wealth of people got destroyed because slowly the markets meandered between 4700 on the lower end to 5200 on the upper end. When it went to 5200, people thought that will be a breakout and will go to 6000. When it went to 4700, people thought will break down and will go beyond closer to 4000. It didn't go to 6000, it didn't go to 4000. It kept on meandering between 4700 on the lower end and 52 5300, maximum 5500 on the upper end, from 2012 March till 2013 August. So if you go back in 2013 August, I distinctly remember August 28th 2013, when the market made a bottom at 5050, something like that, 5050 5030, around about there. And then a huge rally came about. And this was that Modi rally. This was that rally because of the government changing, and people were very positive about a new government coming in. And the rally began in late August and it continued till uh, December of 2015. It was a huge 2 year rally in the market, especially in the Nifty, which went from 5100 all the way to 9000, I think 9100 something. So going back, I believe that what will happen in the next 1 week or 10 days will show us that how the market may just go to 17,800 if this thing subsides, or the Russia thing subsides. And then people will talk about at 17,850, 17,900, about 18,600, but the market will continue to be in a range, and the market will fall around 10 11% from there. That's my assessment. I have not talked about the market for weeks, but this looks very similar to what was happening in 2012, and the, you can say, externalities are very similar. And so I'm seeing that 17,800, 850, and then a fall towards 16,800, and then even 16,100. That will be a 10% decline. In 2012, we had a fall from 55, 5600 all the way to 4800. That was a 12 15% decline. But here I'm talking about a 10% decline from this run up. It at 4800 from 6200 stop, we were down something like 20 22%, but here I believe that we will be down something like 14 15%. The reason here is that a lot of things will be factored in here with 15% from the top down. rather than what was happening in 2011, because there was dearth of internet, there was dearth of information. Even with the news channels, there was dearth of information compared to the information that we receive today. And that's why these kind of movements might take place very quickly. So this will happen maybe in a week, 10 days. So we'll go to 17,800 by next week, and by end of March we would be at 16,000. That is the kind of volatility that is there in the market. So what needs to be done if this is what is going to happen? Because if that is going to happen, then what you need to do is, probably, if you are a short term investor or a trader, that means a short term trader, positional trader, to book out of your positions at 17,700, 17,800, and get back in when there is complete calamity in the market at 16,000. And that is why you need to have cash with you. And that is why I have talked about this with my Patreon members as well. I'll be booking profits whenever possible, and I get opportunities. If you're getting opportunities at 17,500, at 17,800, and then waiting for a collapse of the market, that will happen eventually, because I don't see, with inflation going up, with interest rates going up globally and here in India, with FIIs exiting, having exited for 8-10 months, I don't see, at least for the next 1 month, till the FOMC meet, etc., the market to even go past 18,000 no matter what. But a rally towards 17,800 will be a godsend opportunity for people to book out of difficult positions, to have cash on their table, and then wait for that fall in March to get in, because March could be very difficult. Uh, Even now things are not that bad, which could get extremely bad in March. Even now I feel that there could be a chance of we getting past 17,500, 600, and getting to 17,800. And there, people will be very bullish. Right now there is a lot of pessimism. The market will suck in people in that 400-500 point rally that I'm talking about. And then that fall, that will be long, hard, and that will be very cruel or brutal, as you call it, brutal. 10% nifty fall may just take place, and people who will be having cash will make a lot of money after that fall, when they get in at 16,400, 100, 200. People who are fully invested at 17,800 and do not take out positions will be hurt extremely badly, and they would be forced to exit in huge losses at 16,500, 600, for that last 400 point fall. And they would hesitate into getting into the market at 16,100. So that's my assessment, and that's my assessment from history, from 2012. It really seems like that market, uh, supports are where you need to buy, resistance or breakouts are where you need to book profits. And this is what was happening in 2012. I lost a lot of money, I would say. A lot of percentage, in terms of percentage, I lost a lot, not putting in a lot at that point of time. So not lost a lot of money, but on percentage terms, for losing 15, 20, 15, 20, 25, 18% on every trade, because of the fact that I was buying into breakouts, and then there were breakdowns happening, and my stop losses were getting triggered. So this time around, what I'm doing is I'm selling into breakouts and I'm buying into supports. So it's a completely different thing that I have done, and hopefully this will bail us out, people on Patreon. This will bail us out, people on YouTube memberships, in terms of having enough capital when the market, say, subsides or declines or submerges to those 16,000 levels. And why I believe that will happen is that, because the earnings are not expanding, it seems like for at least a couple of years the earnings may not expand. We will be in this 750, 850 range, and hence for the next couple of years the market could be in a range between maximum 19,000 on the upside, to 16,000 on the downside. Right in the middle we are. I'm waiting for a break. I'm waiting for a move, 400-500 point move on the market to book out of some more positions and have cash in hand. All right, so I'm ready to answer your queries. Kindly use the super chat and super sticker feature that will help me grow the channel. That will help you also ask me questions and ink out answers in greater detail. Okay. Kavita, Kilpest positive even at 360, 370. I think these are very attractive levels. Numbers were very decent. And I still believe for FY23, they are going to clock something like 70 crores of sales. And you can say an EPS that would be closer to 27, 26, 27 rupees. So it is trading at very, very attractive levels here. A disclaimer, I have the stock. Loris Labs, again, a disclaimer, I have a trading position here. I believe as it has gone past 550 now, I think 620 and then 650 is very much possible on the stock. I think 650 to 670 is a short term target there. That is where people who can get in now can book profits. On a longer term horizon, I see new highs happening on Loris Labs over the next 18 months or so. So those who want to buy long term can buy here on declines to 530, 535 if you get that. But I feel a move in Loris Labs is just about upon us. It could happen over the next 2 weeks or so. See, Tata Elxsi around 6,000 to 6,500, very good levels to get in. It has had its move. I think you wait for a 15% fall from those highs. So 8,000, nearly 8,000 was the high. I think 15% from there will be 1,200 points. 20% from there, it will be around 1,600 points. And that is where probably you should get in. So around 64, 6,500 would be a good levels to get into Tata Elxsi from a medium term point of view. Same with LTTS that wait for 10-12% decline to buy into LTTS as well. But I would say avoid ITs, I mean, all these Mindtree, LTTS, etc. Why I think is that these 2 quarters, at least the June and September quarters, are not that great for IT. So probably the best time to get in is August, September into IT and book out by January, February. That could be a good point of, you can say, trade. If you want to buy long term, yes, I think Tata Elxsi, Mindtree, and even for that matter, Mastech look very good from a 3 year point of view. All right. See, infra reality shares should do well on a longer term time horizon with the kind of capex that the government is doing, but be very selective into what you buy. Something like KNR construction is good, something like Sobha or you can say Brigade is good, Oberoi reality, but again, Godrej properties with the kind of flip flop that they are doing, other kind of real estate companies. Uh, be very selective into what you buy into infra in reality, and if you can avoid it, that would be better because it's a very difficult space to analyze, and that's why avoiding it would also benefit you. I think Frontier Springs I have talked a lot about. The stock is not moving at all. There are issues with the governance, etc. So I would say an avoid at the moment, Frontier. Dixon Tech hasn't come out with great numbers. I would say an avoid. I think it's a very expensive stock. I think one should look at it below 4,000, closer to 3,500, 3,600. That's the call on Dixon. Zensar, KPIT, all IT companies I've talked about already, so I won't be talking about now. Okay. I have not known about the demerger yet. Once I know details about it, I'll definitely talk about that demerger of Sundaram Clayton. See, SHIL is one of the most undervalued stocks. I have always talked about that its long-term target is 1,200, 1,100, 1,200. It's 1,000 to 1,200 rupees stock. The reason it has not moved that much, we have seen in the results that the margins have shrunk, but these are good levels to buy. But you should have a 2-3 year time frame in Somani Home. DMART looks good from a 18 months to 24 months time horizon. Look good around 4,000 on any dips to 37, 3,800 can be looked at. I think a possibility of 5,200 to 5,600 over 18 months very much possible. I think Adani will not wait for bad numbers, etc., and then probably get in on very bad days. It's just like Nika. Nika at 2000, 2400, 2300. Everybody was looking at it at 1600, 1500. No one is looking at it. So probably Nika, similar to Nika, I think Adani Wilmart will show some amount of downward movement later on, and that's probably where you should be looking at. Same goes with Vedanta Fashions. I believe Vedanta Fashions. Uh, with the kind of, you can say, numbers at 100 times earnings look very expensive. At 70, 75 times earnings will look good around 700, 750. See, Astral hasn't come out with very good numbers, so I believe that it's an avoid till at least one quarter, till at least May, June, and then look at the March quarter results by May, and then analyze. I think numbers have to be good. It's an expensive stock, and numbers were not good. You could see even 1700 on Astral in 3 4 months time. So be very selective in what you buy. Very difficult to buy and make money here. Better to probably buy something which has come out with very very strong results, and then is expected to do well for the next 2 quarters. All right, thank you, thanks a lot for being online. Please do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly do subscribe to the Patreon network. Thanks a lot.